my morning routine is, first I check my oil. You can see it's okay. Priming done. We start our machine. Irrigation is one of the farm routines, and one needs to handle it with a lot of precautions. You need to handle it with a lot of professionalism, and you need to handle it with a lot of care. Why am I saying so? In most of our farm setups, all doing the irrigation, be it drip irrigation, be it furrow irrigation, be it basin irrigation, whatever you are doing, a majority of our farms, we have mechanized it. We are using a pump to draw the water from the river. As you can see in my case, this is where I'm drawing my water. This is where I'm getting my water. You can see how big my water source is. So that is where I'm drawing my water. In your case, maybe you're using a lake, you're using an ocean. I don't know whether oceans can be used for irrigations. You're using such a river, you're using a pond. So depending by where you're getting your water, so your water, or where you're sourcing your water, you must have a machine. And a machine, that is a starting point. That's why I talked about professionalism, technical hand, a lot of skills, and a lot of care. So when we are starting, this how I usually do. This is my morning routine, or this is my irrigation day routine. One is checking my machine. My machine is in order. My machine is well. You can build a shade on your machine. You don't need to leave it out like mine here. You can build my machine. And I wanted to show you some few things that I usually do that have killed many farmers' machines. Many farmers have killed the expensive machine, and it's because of few mistakes. One, you see, like this machine, my machine here is 13 horsepower machine. It's a very powerful machine with a high pressure pump. This is my high pressure pump, as you can see here. It's one of the best machine that I've seen. The sanction of my sanction is 2-inch, a 2-inch sanction, with a delivery of that can go up to 3-inch delivery. Though you can deliver with 2-inch, but mine I usually start with 2-inch, then expand to 3-inch. So my morning routine is, first I check my oil. I check the oil. This is my oil dipstick. As you can see, it's very clear that my machine has enough oil. We can recheck again. At this point, the oil is not supposed to go below this point, and it's not supposed to go below this point. So we are using the locally available material to wipe, so we can recheck again how the oil is. The dipstick will give us the exact point. You can see it's okay. At this point, the dipstick has given us a good point where our oil is. So that means our oil is check. Our oil is check. From the oil check, we go now to a point that makes this my machine very happy. You can see my machine don't have a fuel tank because of high vibration. The machine destroying the fuel tank, it started leaking, so I removed it. So what am I using? I know you're asking yourself, what am I using? The pipe that I use to take the fuel, to carry the fuel to the machine, and it's this now what I use as my fuel tank. Already there is a lot of fuel in here, and in my case, because everything has already happened, and this pipe, one thing I do is priming all, making sure that the suction pipe of the fuel has no air rock inside. So This is how I do it. I take some few fuel and I fill in this pipe. I don't know whether I'm correct doing this, but this is what I do. The books may be not allowing this. The engineers may be on my neck when they see me doing this, but this is what I do. I don't know what you do from your place. You can share your comment on the comment section. What is left, I take it back there. That gadget is very useful, so that's what I usually do to make sure everything is checked and my fuel is as good as that. So from my fuel tank, I put in the suction pipe, all my fuel, and now this is now my fuel tank. I can even comfortably take a picture with my fuel tank. This is my fuel tank, and I usually refill this. With the former fuel tank, it was 3 liters. This one is 10 liters. So I usually do a good calculation when it comes to the irrigation as compared to the other one. And also, those whose pump are far away from the farm, there is no need of coming to refill your fuel tank. Now you can increase the size of your jerry can and make it a big fuel tank, maybe it 20 liters or 40 liters, for you not to keep on running to the farm to fuel. From that point now, the oil is checked, the fuel tank is checked. We go to the next level, and our next level is a very good point. This is a priming point, but since now my priming point is very small to an extent, I keep adding a lot of water and pouring a lot of water. I don't use that point. Like I told you, farmers always find a simpler way of doing things. So the connection point of this pipe, which is this one, this is where I do my priming, or this is where I fill my water. So this is how I do it. Fill in the pipe, and start priming. From this point of the pipe here, the clear pipe, you can see how the water is coming up. From this point here, you can see how the water is coming up. That means the air rock inside the pipe I'm getting rid of it. Yes, I must make sure I fill the pipe up to this point. In technical terms, this is called priming. Removing the air rock for the pump. I'm going to take you through a course of the pumps. There are some pumps which are self-priming. They don't need all this type of work. So I'll have a special class to take you through, so that you can know when you go to buying a pump, you know which is the best pump to buy and which one does not need priming. It doesn't take your time like what I'm doing. So that's a class of another day. Stay tuned. So make sure everything is as good as that. Priming done. The priming is done, and everything is good to go. Okay, so after now the priming is done, we check our machine, and the first point is the clutch. This is the clutch of the machine. You make sure the clutch is in good position. That is the clutch. Then from the clutch, those who are using this machine, you check the machine throttle. This is throttle. This is the fuel throttle, and we have to engage it to that point. The fuel throttle, make sure it's well tight. Since now my machine, it was an auto machine, I used to start it. It has a starter. I used to start it using a key, but somebody decided to use the battery, to make good use of the battery than what I was doing. So at the moment, I'm left with jump starting the machine. So you tie the rope. You can use its normal rope. I lost its original rope. Now I'm using the manual one. Like I told you, farmers always have a way out. There is always an option. So we start our machine. Like you know, I'm using the sunken nurseries, and my type of irrigation is furrow irrigation. So today everything has changed. This hole here that I was using to irrigate, now using furrow irrigation, I no longer use it the way I was using it before. Now I'm going to fill it, then fetch water from that hole and make sure my nurseries are well planted. So it's very simple, it's very okay. This is my watering point. So this is how I'm doing it. As you can see, there is an erosion here, and now I have to make sure that it's not culling the soil with it, because it's burying the seedlings. This is to reduce the erosion of the soil, and to prevent the soil from getting in the nursery. Because one,
haya acha ingie tu.
niache.
Utaingia na hapo. Ngoja ijae. inakunywa, inakunywa. Bora tu maji yasizidi. Hata hiyo achana nayo, ingie kidogo, itakuja ingie na hapa pia. Na hii pia itafuata ingie hapo. Hata zimejitengeneza zenyewe.
Zima mashini sasa. The machine is off. It's as simple as that. That's how we do it. That's how we start the machine. That's how we stop the machine. And now everything is good. The nurseries are well watered. Remember, our system is furrow irrigation. That is what we are using to water our sunken nurseries. And you can use the furrow irrigation with the first example of using your bucket. Well, you can use the second example of letting your water go into the nursery. So it's as simple as that. You don't need to worry much. I'll keep updating you on how everything goes on as times goes on, because we are here for the full season, for the full training. If it's your first time you're watching us, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Bye.